Good morning and be very welcome to today's edition of Mexico News Network's Daily Report. I am your host, Sofia Rattinger, broadcasting from El Dorado Royal Spa Resort by Charisma. We have a lot of new information, but before we start, do not forget to visit our website, www.mexiconewsnetwork.com, to keep you informed, and also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And now, let's begin with information. Inside Mexico City, there exists a place named Coyoacán. It is one of the 16 delegations of the Federal District, located 10 kilometers south of the Zócalo, which is the main square of Mexico City. The name Coyoacán comes from the Nahuatl Coyohuacán, which comes from Coyotl, which means coyote, and Huacán, which means abound, which means also place where coyotes abound. The historical center of Coyoacán is a fundamental piece of Mexico City, considered to be one of the intellectual and bohemian corners of the capital. Historical characters, national and foreign, have made their homes in this neighborhood, which was designated as a Barrio Mágico, which means magical neighborhood, by the city in 2011. When you reach the center of Coyoacán, you will find markets, churches, restaurants, theaters, and a great deal more. Lots of people gather around the area looking for a good time, visiting the market or tasting some of the culinary delicatessens that street vendors offer. You will also find the museums of Anahuacalli, of Leon Trotsky, the famous Frida Kahlo Museum, the National Museum of Interventions, the Watercolor Museum, the Automobile Museum, the Museum of Popular Culture, among others. Do not forget to visit the General Vicente Guerrero Library and the regional zoo Los Coyotes, where you can appreciate the native fauna of the Mexico Valley. Across the San Juan Bautista Church, you can find a little tram, which for 60 pesos will take you around Coyoacán with a guide that will explain you a little history about this place. And if what you want to do is to go shopping, you can also visit the market located at the center of Coyoacán in a small plaza, where you can find clothing, shoes, craft, toys, accessories, and many other things. If you ever visit Mexico City, do not miss this fundamental piece of this huge metropolis, where you can appreciate a little of what it is and what it was. And now, let me tell you about Uxmal, which in Maya means 3 times Beagle. It's an archaeological site south of the state of Yucatan. Its magnificent pyramids and buildings represent the pinnacle of the ancient Maya art and architecture, design, and ornamentation. Related to the most fantastical stories of Maya cosmology, the foundation of the books of Chilambalam sets Uxmal's foundation in the late 10th century before Christ. From a small village, Uxmal would grow to be the most important political and economic center of the region. Its magnificent architecture is displayed in its horizontal palaces, which are perfectly set around square patios and decorated with highly detailed sculptures made of geometric mosaics, unlike those seen in other archaeological sites. As with other Mayan cities, Uxmal's spaces were designed to coincide with the astronomical phenomena, such as the rising and setting of Venus, or the summer solstice, in which sunset lights up the eastern staircase of the Pyramid of the Soothsayer, Uxmal's most emblematic structure. According to legend, it was built by a dwarf in just one night. Other buildings you must explore when you visit this UNESCO World Heritage Site are the House of Tortoises, the Governor's Palace, and the Quadrangle of Nuns, a place where a sound and light show is projected, telling the ancient stories and myths of this magnificent place. Founded in 1697, Loreto is one of the oldest settlements in the Baja California Peninsula, a destination with impressive natural sceneries and numerous activities that await in this small, friendly town by the sea. It is located approximately 220 miles north of La Paz, the capital of the state of Baja California Sur, on the eastern coast of the Baja Peninsula, surrounded by the Great Sierra de la Giganta on the west, south, and the Coronado, del Carmen, Danzante, Montserrat, and Santa Catalina Islands on the eastern coast, also known as Loreto Bay in the Sea of Cortez. Many activities await those who visit Loreto. For water lovers, there are boat rides to the nearby islands, scuba diving around colorful reefs, and whale watching. There is in fact a vast amount of marine life: sea lions, sea turtles, and dolphins. The sport fishing is very popular in the area, with plenty of tuna, sea bass, snapper, mahi-mahi, and sailfish to catch. In 2012, Loreto was recognized by Mexico's Secretary of Tourism, Sectur, as a Pueblo Mágico or Magic Town, due to its cultural, natural, and historic richness. Come and live an incredible experience, enjoying the impressive sceneries and diverse flora and fauna, all in one treasured destination, Loreto. There is something special about entering this corner of the Maya jungle, a peculiar and hidden ecosystem safeguarded by ancient trees set along a flooded area, giving it a mysterious, intriguing atmosphere. This is El Corchal. In the northern end of the state of Quintana Roo, in the Yucatan Peninsula, located by the small town of Solferino and just minutes away from Chiquilá and Holbox, this is where you will find El Corchal. It is a place teeming with exuberant wildlife in various ecosystems, wetland, jungle, grassland gathered in one area. The journey begins at the tiny village of Solferino, where a local nursery with many varieties of orchids and 2 ancestral ceibas await visitors. These ancient and sacred trees were sacred to the ancient Maya and are over 800 years old. Now it is time to hit the road and follow the trails that lead to a dock where canoes await to commence the expedition through El Corchal's wetland and flooded jungle. Silence fills the air, occasionally interrupted by the song of the birds, some of which dart back and forth across the water, while others, flamingos, toucans, quails, and woodpeckers, stand among the cattles. If you are lucky and the water level and vegetation allow, you might be able to cross through and get to a lake all area covered in a floating water lilies. Following this route is a mysterious forest, like something straight up from a fairy tale, where trees stand as if floating with the roots raised above water level. This peaceful little nook is a home of turtles, small crocodiles, aquatic birds, and fish. Visiting this hidden Maya destination is once-in-a-lifetime experience, ideal for those who enjoy sharing time with nature and being far away from large cities. We'll be right back with more information on Mexico and the Riviera Maya after these brief commercials. Stay with us.
Audio Jungle.